there is a fine line between compassion and unconditional love. When people describe compassion, I feel like they're really kind of hinting at unconditional love, but so many people are so unconditional love doesn't make sense to so many people. So compassion is a good word, but there's a fine line. Think about the differences. What is the difference? Compassion for someone who is a killer on death row means that you don't condone what they did, but you have compassion for them. You feel for them. You empathize with them, okay? And unconditional love is not too far off that. I know it's a step kind of above that on the Hertz scale of vibration or whatever in terms of raising consciousness and stuff. I'm well aware of that. But there's not too much difference if you were to say, like, I can go to death row and know that that person did not intentionally do something wrong at the very core of them. I mean, I always believe that at the core of every human being, there is that light, that spiritual light of the star beings that we all are. It's at the core. Sometimes sometimes it's so caked on full of crap that person may have been indoctrinated into believing and acting and all of this stuff. And that's why I'm not big on, this is part of my idealism, right, is that I'm not big on prisons, because you can put someone who is not typically a criminal in prison for something, and just the sheer being in there and the sheer treatment of the people around them, it's the whole mindset. They get into the identity of criminals and they're treated like criminals, and everyone like has this judgment of them, and especially when they get out, people look at them with that identity. They look at themselves with that identity. So, like it or not, I'm really about reform, because when have you ever done everything perfectly? I mean, there's nobody watching this right now, all 12 of you, or however many people ever get to see this, is that there's nobody ever watching this who has not done something wrong, or quote unquote wrong, or, something that, like, they're either they shouldn't have, or is criminal activity or something like that. We've all kind of done something wrong. So there's no one that's like so pure that they can judge someone else. And I guess not like judging someone else, yeah, and also the fact that, like, persecution of somebody else. I don't think there's anybody that can really stand above in judgment of somebody else. And I don't think it's right to, because I think that goes against the truth. The truth is that there is no evil. There is no evil. If you have a thought or a belief in evil, it's because you are not thinking with truth. Like, the universal truth is that God created everything that exists, and if you think God created something evil, then, and when I say God, I don't mean like a bearded white guy sitting up on a cloud. No, I mean God. I mean everything that the all created, the universe created, is from unconditional love. Everything in the universe is created from unconditional love. So when something is false, when something is not true, it's because we are going against that universal truth of unconditional love. Anyway, compassion is just a nicer, easier, fluffier word. The more user-friendly word, I think, for that next level, quote unquote, next level, which is unconditional love. Try practicing that, because I'm always striving to use that. I think to look at everything with unconditional love, and it's made me super happy. So I want you to be happy too. Peace and love. Namaste.